Good afternoon, travelers. Today is another What's Up Wednesday. Sorry we didn't get out early this morning. However, here we are. We didn't forget you. We just didn't have service this morning. Today we're going to discuss something that I got a lot of questions about, and I call it the nomadic life. Okay, I'm going to jump right in. That's if my screen will stay up on the computer. What thing or things inspired you to start van life? Did you always want to live this way? Was it an easy transition? And what was the last straw to make the decision to RV full time? Well, that's several questions rolled into one. But years and years ago, when I was a kid, I loved camping. Okay, I just absolutely loved it. My family didn't do it. I think we went once and it was a total bomb. Anyway, I was in the Scouts and I liked camping, and I always had a dream to go camping by bike, and I did that. I did a 540-mile bicycle trip around the state of Minnesota, and that took me about a month to do that. I've had several different types of campers. I've had the slide-in pickup campers, fifth wheel, pull-behind trailers, and hippie vans, and I've had an RV, Class B+. So anyway, did I always want to live this way? Absolutely, I guess so. And was it an easy transition for me? Yes, it was very easy, because I really didn't want to stay in a sticks and bricks anymore. And the answer to that is the last part of the question. That says, what was the last straw to make your decision full time? Well, in 2011, my mom had cancer, and I watched her sit looking out the window. She always wanted to travel and go all over different places because she was from Bermuda and she just loved the beach, and my folks lived in Arkansas. No beaches in Arkansas. Anyway, all her kids at that time except me lived in California, so she really wanted to go there and visit them. But I watched her die and not get to go anywhere and follow her dream. And when I started using a wheelchair about 90% of my day, and realizing I couldn't do anything anymore from that chair, and I was quickly sinking into non-function. I had people coming in to clean my house, and I had people coming in to do maintenance in my house because I couldn't do it anymore. And so the last straw was when I tried to mow my lawn using a power wheelchair and about fell out of it and couldn't do the lawn. And I said, this is no more. So I sold my house. I bought a Class B+ motorhome. I really wanted a Class B, but I got a B+ because the B was out of reach financially. And I hit the road in 2015. And as far as transitioning to hit the road, it was very easy. However, learning how to adapt in this lifestyle was not so easy. It's not easy when you hit the road. Camping is one thing. You got home base, go home after the weekend. Traveling, a whole new ball game. And then living full time, a seriously new ball game. So it takes a while to adjust. It takes a while to learn the ropes and how to do it, and how to get by on the road. Next question. Do you plan to stay on the road the rest of your life, or will you settle later in sticks and bricks? I hope I'm on the road until I can't drive anymore, and I hope that's going to be really close to 100. Yeah, I'm going to be on the road until I can't drive anymore. And once I can't drive anymore, I will probably get some sort of park model or motorhome and move into it, or maybe even into a senior living situation, a center where people meet other people. I really have no interest, and most of you don't, of going into a nursing home or anything of that nature, and I just pray that that doesn't happen. If I'm out on the road and I pass away, okay, great. But no, I do not plan on going back to sticks and bricks. What keeps me motivated to keep living in my van versus sticks and bricks? Well, seeing new things, experiencing different people, different lifestyles, that keeps me pretty motivated. People out here in the nomad life are different than people in sticks and bricks. Number one, we see each other every day. I don't care if I just met you, I still see a person every day, and we converse, and maybe we'll have a beer, or maybe we'll sit by a fire and just talk. But in sticks and bricks, you walk into your house, you shut the door, you turn on the TV, and you sink into that chair, and that's it. God, that's not living. I wanted to live. I think I'm living now. All right, what do I like most about the nomad life, and what do I like least about the nomad life? The thing I think I like most is the traveling to see different spots, new things, different things. Sometimes they start looking all the same, but still you can find different stuff. Things I don't like is sitting for long periods of time. I think that's the thing I like least about it, especially wintertime after all the social season's over and it's still too cold to go anywhere. You're still down here in the desert, and I'm not a great fan of the desert. How long did it take me to decide to plunge into the nomad life? Well, when I decided I was going to do this, I decided I was going to do what I called the 3-year plan. Anyway, plan, get your money together. I still had a grandchild I was taking care of at home, and by then he would have graduated from high school, and then I could go on from there. However, that didn't work out quite so well. I went to church one Sunday morning, and somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I've got a scripture for you, and I don't know what it says, but I just know I'm supposed to give it to you." Well, I went home and I read the scripture, and it was an Old Testament scripture, and it said, "Leave the city and camp." You didn't have to tell me twice. Called my grandson's mom, said, "Hey, are you ready to have him back home yet?" And she was. And so he moved back home, and within 30 days I had sold the house, got my stuff together, and moved on. Next, if you could go back and change the discoid by leaving sooner or planning more. Let's see. Leaving sooner? Yeah, I'd have left a lot sooner. Planning more? No. I plan too much as it is. My kids say I'm OCD, but I plan too much. So leaving sooner would be right. The next question, you seem to be content. Has this always been the case, or has the nomad life made it more possible? Definitely the nomad life has made it possible. I was never content in sticks and bricks, except for when I had my farm. I really was happy there. I was kind of happy where I was. I loved my house, and I loved my yard. I even liked the town I was living in. But as most of you know, I am transgender, and just embraced that information. And so prior to that, I was just muddling along. Now I believe that I am free, and I am who I am, and I am much happier. I'm happier traveling. I have so many friends, so many good friends. It's really crazy, but I really like my friends. Okay, are there goals that you have made that you still are striving to attain? Nope, no goals. Living one day at a time and living in the present. In my past life, I planned everything out for the future. Everything. I mean, you name it, I planned it. And you know what I found out? Future is overrated, because you never know if you're going to get one. One day you could be perfectly happy and the next minute you're gone. Okay, that happened with my granddaughter. Perfectly happy, walked into the hospital jumping and having a great old time, and in a week she was gone. You don't know how long you have, and she was only 21. You don't know. Live in the moment. Learn how to live in the moment. Savor every single bit of the moments you have, because there's no guarantee for a future. Next thing, if I won $1 million in the lotto, would I still be a van dweller? Yes, I would. Would I still live in Vinny? Probably so, but Vinny would have a brand new engine and a brand new transmission and probably a bunch of other brand new parts under it. I really like my van. It's bigger than most. It's comfortable. Vinny would probably get an air conditioner, maybe even a heater. That would be good too. But yeah, I would still have Vinny. And what would I do with the rest of the money? That's a good question. I'd have a sizable emergency account, and I have 3 children, and I'd probably invest in their lives and in my grandchildren's lives. Maybe some other things too. I don't know. I will never win the lottery because I don't do the lottery. But that's kind of where I sit. I would still be a van dweller. Now that's it for the nomadic life category. And I think I'm going to leave it there because we're already like in 10 minutes. So join me again next week, and we'll go over on a new topic. And thanks for coming with us. And as I always tell you, follow your heart, embrace your dreams, and cherish your life. And get out there and do something fun today. Do something to enjoy the present of today. Forget the future. It'll come soon enough. All right? We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.